All right. So, when we last left off, you all had managed to endanger and save a town from a demon attack. And in response, they do not know that you were the ones that caused the danger, but only recognize you as their saviors. And in doing so, before you head off on your next venture to follow down this strange hallway that may or may not lead to the individuals responsible for causing the zombies to arise, townspeople give you several bits of items and coin for favor. In addition, you also managed to procure several women. A woman in her, I would say, early, mid 40s, named Bowilla, against my better judgment. And her wife, her daughter, Amantha.
Why?
Her brother, sister, daughter. Anywho, you all are now heading northeast, following this underground hallway, this track, leading you in the direction towards what you believe to be some sort of civilization off in the horizon. You are currently making your way through scrubland. You can see that there is like dry clay sort of blowing through. There's scrub brush and sparse trees. If you've ever seen like I don't want to say something like Africa, but maybe like Australia, where it's sort of got like that sparse plant life, but still sort of kind of dark, cracked ground. It's not desert. Like you could easily like just take a ride off for like an hour or two and like go into a forest or something. But as you're going northeastward, you're making your way out into the open plains. If you, after a few days travel, you would get to the plateaus, where there are like twisting pathways, connecting with like caves and whatnot. That's more to the east. Directly north would be sort of leading up towards mountains and snowy peaks, perhaps. Off to the west is more of the, well, at least immediately is what would be relatively decent farmland if anyone tried to settle out here. But keep going west far enough, and you would get into thick forests and whatnot.
So is it kind of like California Mediterranean desert type of shit?
Sort of. Again, I'm really trying to drive home the point. This idea of like the western expanse of like settlers and whatnot. Have you ever played Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah. So
Yes.
played 1 and 2.
Yeah. That's sort of the field that we're going for.
Cool.
Okay.
And we are still currently following the like some people are underground, right? In that
Yes.
tunnel.
So, some people are above ground, some people are below ground. I will not require any sort of distinction to be necessary. You can easily follow this this pathway, and at any point in time, you can like punch up through the ground or down into the tunnel without much difficulty or anything. So, what would you all like to be doing along this journey? Oh, actually, let me roll for weather.
So I want to ask what time it is right now.
So,
is it midday, morning?
you guys took off in the morning. I'll say that at this point, it's maybe midday, where we're just sort of checking in on how things are going.
Okay.
Currently, the weather is very sparse clouds. Sun's not too hot, but it is beaming down a bit. Uh, those of you topside with wagons hopefully are sitting in some shade as you're traveling, but occasionally you'd want to, like water your whatever's pulling your carts and whatnot.
Yeah, we
Again,
were
not
watering.
like terribly hot, but like maybe a little uncomfortable.
Emery's gonna water. Emery's gonna feed his imaginary horses that are pulling his wagon. Which
Oh,
is
does your cart
floating.
pull itself?
Yeah, it's like an engine.
Okay, I didn't remember. You mime feeding invisible horses. Actually, do you actually want to do that? Do you want to convince the rest of the party that you have invisible?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay, okay.
I won't. I don't. Emery would not do that. I think before Emery tries to like talk to the party while this time passes, I think he is. Character-wise, I do think he's gonna try to talk to Amantha and try to get a feel for her, because I feel like Emery would probably feel bad that she's just here. So I'd probably say like so, what made you decide to come with me? I am a complete stranger. You have just met me. My group summoned a demon, and
Wait,
you like a man with some.
you guys summoned the
danger?
demon? I thought you were the ones that saved us.
Oh, we did.
God damn it,
Those
Emery.
two are not. Those two are both mutually exclusive.
You would know the situation is that for the hopes of in this day and age, it is good to try, and specifically for humans, because life expectancy is not that much. 40s and 50s is like getting to the cusp. Most people don't live to see 50. Usually, not just because of pesticide and disease or whatnot, but just like the amount of dangers that are around. So, marrying age is like at the ripe age of like late teens. Once you get to 30, there's like no hope for you.
Okay. So she just wants to. I mean, we don't have
She-
her old
she-
with it, but she
Her
just wants to get
actually,
into-
specifically her mother was the one that was adamant on trying to get her married off to somebody, and you just so happen to be the lucky one as lead of the group. If you want to, I don't want to say like claim her, but like specifically you were the forefront one that was like, well, we're all heading off now, and they're like, oh, take my daughter to be married, one of you, somebody.
Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. Actually, so Emery, what's her name is Samantha, right?
Yes.
Amantha.
So if Samantha is
No
Boella's
S.
daughter,
No S.
or Samantha is Boella's daughter,
Yes.
and those two get married, wouldn't Emery be my brother-in-law?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Well, no. If you
No,
got married to Bawilla, Emery would become your son-in-law. Yeah.
Oh damn.
You're a league above, Freddy.
Again, the situation I'm trying to portray here is that not to be weird about it, but you can swap. It was literally the idea of like you're literally sending your child out with us, and like, well, why don't you come with us too? And she's like, oh, okay. So a mother and her daughter are traveling with you because they don't have a life here, and the mother wanted a life better for her daughter, but since you're willing to take her along too, she's more than happy.
I think Emery would spend like the first couple hours of the trip just trying to get to know.
You know what?
First.
I will say that both of them can be riding within talking distance. Whether or not you want to be specifically sitting next to any of them is up for you to decide.
I still think Emery at least wants to spend like the first couple hours or the next rest or whatever. Just trying to get to know Amantha. I think Emery would feel uncomfortable just like his personality wise, right? He'd feel uncomfortable be like, oh, this random, young, beautiful ass wants to, be my wife. I feel like he'd be weird about that. So I feel like he wants to get to know her first.
Yeah, I'm just trying to reaffirm that the situation is not like she's wanting this or also isn't aware of the situation, but like she's going along with you guys, and then
totally.
you've probably like stepped up almost in like a Godfather situation, perhaps.
Okay.
Amantha is sitting next to you, I guess. She's got like this really nice sundress on, which is probably the nicest set of clothes that she has, and like a new pair of like leather shoes that looks like they were just made just like a couple days ago. Her hair, which you can kind of tell has like a natural waviness to it, is like tightly bound up in this braid that kind of goes down her neck, which you can tell that she's like a little uncomfortable. She's like sitting on her hands and everything, trying to act a bit proper, just so you don't think that she's like
if she's uncomfortable, what I do is I try to feed her a nice bowl of soup, a nice warm. Unless if it's hot out,
it is hot.
Give her so if it's hot, can I make a check or something? Like, would I have ice cream? Can I make a check? I don't know how would you roll.
Do you have ice cream? I do have a freeze ray.
I will say that it is easy enough for your combined efforts to procure some sort of iced cream, some sort of sweet treat. The point I was trying to convey is that it looks like she's dressed up. Not to say that she's like necessarily a tomboy, so to speak, normally, and she's been forced into this situation. But you can tell that she's like been dressed up to be like look like a nicer presentation, and is trying to sort of like not talk and like shatter that image.
My plan is give her something cool and refreshing, either like a soda or a pop. I feel like maybe Emery might have like a soda fountain like installed. Maybe he makes his own like Coca-Cola formula or something that he gives her. But he also has his cat Binks to like.
I mean, I think it would be relatively easy to manufacture some sort of like. I'll let you decide if it's actually magical or alchemical carbonation, but you could mix that with any sort of like fruit sort of like jams or whatnot, or if you wanted to make some sort of like cola that gets carbonated or something. The original sort of like sodas and whatnots were kind of like these weird tonics, almost like molasses flavoring sort of things.
Cocaine and cocoa, I'll use my brewer's kit and I'll just try to make a. I personally think
go and make
I would have like a soda machine.
Make a brains check. Or if your grit is better, I will allow that. I think your brains is pretty good.
My brains is at 12.
Yeah, that's the best you can get outside of a 20.
And you give me the advantage only if I'm charming, right? That's your.
This is just sort of the idea of actually conceiving this sort of device and concoction of recipe. So just roll a straight one for now.
4.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you do not make something as competent as Coca-Cola or Pepsi. not even something on the layers of like Mr. Pibb or whatnot. It is easy enough for you to carbonate some sort of drink, and you can do that with some sort of like fruit juice or something if you wanted to, but specifically coming up with the recipe of a cola drink.
I'll do an apple and a carbonated apple juice with a 4. I think would be a good compromise.
Yeah, it is easy enough to sort of procure something like that. I will even say that you probably have some sort of sparkling cider on hand if you wanted to do that. But if you just want to carbonate some sort of fruit
Carbonated
drink, you can
apple
do that.
juice, that's unique.
Okay, yeah, that is easy enough to do without a roll.
All right, I carbonate. I walk up to I don't know, I imagine I'd have like a makeshift soda fountain, kind of like that Coca-Cola.
Oh, I thought you were gonna walk up to an apple tree and just reach up and crush the apple right off the tree.
Nah, man.
Just milk the tree for its juices.
I have a huge ice box or freezer or whatever, and like I have to like shovel shit around, right?
Okay.
And right in the back of the freezer, I reach my hand in and I pull out and I have to like blow dust off this like bottle of juice that I've had, and like I have like a tape on it that says apple juice.
Okay.
And like the the date on it, whatever, is like gone. So I'm like, well, you know, it might taste good. I give it the old sniff test. I'm like, oh,
it's not
smells
getting too
fermented.
old. It's fine.
And I just put it in like my carbonation machine, and I'm like, and I after that's done, fizzled out into a bottle.
It's just a paint shaker. It just shakes the whole thing.
There's like chips of paint in there after like.
No. I meant like it just you put like a bottle in. You know how, like people mix drinks, but you can get like the automatic drink shaker. Like you get the thermos, you stick it in a thing, and then it just vibrates. That's what I was saying.
Okay, perfect. That I'm cool.
Do you know what a paint shaker is?
Yeah, I now I do. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I bring the
paint hasn't been invented yet.
I will invent it after. I'm like, wait a minute, I can make paint with this. No, I walk up to Amantha with the bottle of carbonated apple juice, and I bring Binks over, and I say, all right, so we are looking for danger. I don't know if this is something that might be comfortable for a young lass like you, but I just want to let you know.
Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. I was just thinking about the logistics of paint, like paint hasn't been invented. That was like the first thing that was invented by cavemen. That was like the first product before fire. Paint was invented. Anyways, continue. Just like pigmented spread something on rock.
If you don't want to talk now, that's fine. But at some point, we're gonna need a. If you want to get comfortable with the party here, you're going to have to approach us at some point. And I just hand her the soda. And I say, my name is Emery Bryant. And I kind of do like a weird curtsy. And I say, I came into your town looking to sell my wares. And well, now, by twist of fate, it seems we are following a grave tender to find some zombies or maybe a cult.
She sniffs the drink and looks at you and says,
Mr. Bryant, I don't mean to be, rude, but I will say that your actions of late and, well, your description is exactly what parents warn their children about.
and she kind of like takes a little sip.
God, I would like to think that Freddy is just explaining to Llewellyn how the freeze frame works.
I kind of kneel over on my legs, and I go up to her and I say really quietly, I say, well, I hate to say it, but your parents are right. You want to have a quiet life, right? But, and I kind of give her like a nice smile with my like devilish shit grin smile, and I say, what fun is the boring quiet life? And I stand up and I say, look at what I've acquired just by myself, exploring all the world around here. Like, really trying to sell the shitty stuff I have in, like, this, in my wagon. Like, look at
I'm
this!
gonna-
And I show her, like, a fork I found somewhere. I'm like, I got this in the jungle temple of Kalamazoo!
Oh, I
got
know
it
that
from
thing. It's a
I got it-
doohickey.
A doohickey, yes, but watch what I can do with it. Like, take it. I'm like, fuck, what can I do with this fork to make it look cool? I said, watch this. Is there a horse outside?
I just love that. Yes, there is a donkey pulling a cart.
Watch this. I call this the donkey prod. Just gonna jam as hard as possible the fork in the donkey's thigh.
Surprisingly enough, the donkey doesn't respond. I think it like flinches and moves aside and gives you a look, but does not freak out.
See
Because-
that? The donkey moved. See this? This is the fork of donkey control, and it is now yours. And I say, see, this is the magic you will find when you come with me, Emery Bryant. And I kind of like do jazz hands a little bit, and
I'm gonna be
like,
nice
does
and
the
make you
creature
roll just a
sound?
straight charm check. The reason why the donkey didn't freak out is because Marcus's donkey that's pulling his hearse has the trait that it is unable to be spooked.
Nat 20.
Oh my goodness.
And that's not with modifiers. I do not have modifiers.
What's your modifier?
If I would say I'd be casting like a prejudiciation at this point, like fireworks, kind of show off.
Okay.
If you would allow it, I would say I'm using magic.
Yeah, you can easily cast any sort of like small magics that you want.
And I kind of want to like have all my like forks and forks and shit and everything like dance, like that scene in Beauty and the Beast.
I guess.
25 then. But that's not 20, so.
Yeah, she smiles and starts laughing. Maybe clapping a little.
And I go back and I say, and that, my dear, is the magic of adventure. And I say, for the time being, you are free to explore my treasure trove. But let me discuss more with my compatriots. And I kind of walk off.
Oh, you like get off the cart?
Yeah, I honestly, if you're okay with this, I imagine like the cart just goes on its own.
Yeah. Oh, I just meant like you guys are like in a caravan and you just hop off, just like, and then all the carts drive away.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna like.
I must discuss. I will see you later. Bye bye.
No, I just want to go see who's outside. I want to like. Yeah, I just want to see who's riding along my.
I believe I think it's just you, Freddy, and Marcus riding
Marcus's
up top.
character. Okay.
Because all of your mounts are too big to fit in the tunnel, so it's the three of you that are up top.
Okay, cool. All right.
I don't know if you heard me earlier, Sparrow.
Yeah. Let's cut over to Freddy. What are you doing exactly? Let's roleplay the scene out a little bit.
So since Boella doesn't have very much ability, I
Well,
decided.
she's got some assets.
Does
So-
she have personality?
Oh, she's got some big person.
So let's say that-
She's wearing one of those sort of like simple dresses that it's like really hiked down in the front and then even lower in the back.
So
You know what
let's
I'm
just say
talking
that-
about?
So
Like
I'm talking to
Elizabeth
Beulah.
Swan in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh.
Oh!
So let me say
Still
that.
warm.
So I'm talking to Beulah with like technical stuff, like technology and everything. Because that's my thing, you know. You know, I also gotta tell you, I am not in my room.
Okay.
You're at the library.
No, I'm outside. Oh, there's my. I'm getting food.
Okay.
Thanks.
So
Thanks for letting us know. Thanks for the thanks for the 5x5 of that Freddy.
So I'm talking to the Beulah. So I pull out my freeze ray and I explain to Beulah how it works, how it operates, how it. If it just gets like destroyed, it can be easily fixed.
What a strange device. And how does it work again?
Okay, so there is a tube within the, I guess what y'all would call it is a gun. So within that gun, within that tube actually, there's magic. There's constant magic flowing into it, basically water. And then there's another piece that's connected to where the barrel is, where more magic is included, where it freezes the water as it shoots out of the barrel.
Uh-huh.
She's not understanding at all, but she's listening to you like a patient parent listening to a child that's excitedly explaining something.
You know, I think it's better if I demonstrate it. So I just proceed to shoot the freeze ray at a random area.
Just a spot at the ground.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you freeze a random spot on the ground.
She's like, oh my goodness. Yes, I did see you use this once before on a gentleman in town. So, I know how it works.
But either way, enlighten me, Beulah. What do you do for a living?
Oh, well, unfortunately, I'm an old maid now, so I can't do much, but I do draw water from the well in our town and work the tavern from time to time, bussing tables a little bit, but I'm getting a bit old, I'm afraid, and unable to do much physical labor. Ever since my back started,
And she like arches her back suddenly and sort of like rests her palm on her backside.
Is there any way I can fix that?
Do you want to do some healing magic on her?
Yes.
Okay. Make a grit check. Or intelligence, but the DC will be higher.
See, you said grit or intelligence. Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
You mean brains?
Brains, yeah. The brains check will be higher than the grit check.
Yeah. I got a 20.
Okay. Yeah, as she's like reaching for the pain in her back where she fell, you just like you explain what happens. Do you like you don't have a wand, do you? Do you like lay your hand on her? Do you like slap her
Okay.
or something? Just like
So my wand is a gauntlet, remember?
a what?
A gauntlet.
Oh, that's right. Okay. You just like poke her. Do you snap your fingers like Thanos?
No, let's just say I put my whole hand on her back.
Okay. And yeah, you heal her. And she sort of looks out for a second and says, oh, thank you. So you must be a powerful magic user.
So I guess.
Magic doesn't come to everyone, unfortunately. Some people born with it, some people inherit it, and many of us learn it, but a lot of us don't have the time or the capabilities to do so. Tell me, which are you? Where does your magic come from?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I guess the heart.
The heart. Okay. She asked if you read how to do magic and like studied it from something, or if it like comes naturally to you.
Naturally.
Oh gosh. See, I'm what they call in the business a protagonist. I'm just naturally good at everything. And yet, I bumble and fool and fall into women. It's just an act of God. I can't do anything about it.
Did you go and order for Freddy? Okay. Okay, well, you were saying?
You were saying something.
Oh no, I was talking. Either way, it just comes well up.
You're cutting out, man.
Sorry, I have someone playing music, so I have to go somewhere else.
Alright.
Give me a second. The spot I was at got ruined.
Okay.
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I guess it just comes naturally, Willa. That's all I've known. I never studied it.
Well, that is truly a blessing, and I'm glad that you've learned how to master it.
Well, I feel like people would depend too much on magic. I mean, was it? Okay, wait, sorry. I think I just heard, oh god, gunshots. That's nice.
Goodness.
Sorry, that's why I'm stuttering. I just heard two shots go off. So, Oh no. Wait, what was I saying again?
Nothing. We were trying to roleplay a conversation and you're just half participating, so I don't know where to go from here.
Alright, okay, now I remember. I was saying that mostly everyone uses magic, and I want to try to bring something new to the world.
That is very naive of you, but quite noble, I think.
Like, think of it like this. Think of it like, within 100 years, people would forget magic, and how are they going to defend them? How are people going to defend themselves in the near future? Get out of magic. Everything else.
Well, magic is a relatively new discovery, something that people are still trying to master. But out here, a lot of us are just trying to survive, and we can take whatever we can get, really.
I think I'm gonna go talk. Is that alright with you?
Very well. Do you leave her? Is she riding on your dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to Emery.
Okay.
She's the only other person.
You both leave your mounts, and you know what? I think it's funny that you both convene on top of Marcus's hearse. You just like meet each other halfway.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
You there, Emery?
Oh,
Emery
sorry.
died.
Nope, I didn't die.
You go there, buddy?
Your name was Freddy, right?
That is correct.
Well, you and your dragon sure showed some grit, although I believe you're the one that summoned the smoke demon, so... What, all I can ask was why? Why did you do that? Why?
Why are you gonna ask me a question that I've already answered so many times?
Because the player forgets.
But for the third and last time, it was an act.
Alright, well I hope you don't go summoning demons again on accident.
Alright. Okay, not to.
So, I kind of lean in and I try to be all like, whispery about it, even though I'm really bad at this. I go
Okay.
like,
This should go great.
yeah, I'm like, so... This...
So what should we do
Marcus.
about the women?
I'm sorry, but who said that?
No, Emery's like talking about that. Emery goes and says,
I just like to imagine that Emery can't lower his voice at all and is always broadcasting.
yeah, and I lean in and I go like, so, them women though, what a bunch of hoes. No, I don't say that.
He pulls off his top hat and like holds it up to the side of his face to talk quietly, but it amplifies it somehow.
Okay, so I go in and say, so, there were people who made those zombies, it seems, and they're called neck twisters. And I kind of rub my chin, like, Do you think the group of us could handle this? I don't think I've ever encountered anyone crazy enough to do this type of thing. I mean, honestly, it seemed like you and your dragon are more capable of... My fucking cat just jumped at me. My actual Binks just jumped on me right now. Hold on. Jesus, Binks. Alright, now she's gonna lay down on the back of my chair. Cool. Alright, so... have you ever faced any cultists like this before, Freddy?
Can't say I have. First time ever hearing about these neck twisters.
Well, hopefully our new friend over there, and I gesture towards Marcus, knows where to go, but I guess we just have to follow this path. I guess I scream at the top of my lungs trying to talk to Tala or something. And I actually, can I use like my wand to amplify my voice? Like, I think it's in both Harry Potter and fucking Lord of the Rings. But
I mean, if you just want to send a message to somebody, you can also do that.
Yeah,
but
I'll
if you
just
just want
say,
to
like,
yell loudly, you can do that.
I want to see if anyone in the basement or anyone in the tunnel sees anything right now after like a couple hours.
No, they don't see anything. It's just a hallway.
And is there anything in front of us? Like, have we reached like anything?
What would be a good? You know what? I'll say yes. You do see something. You can see sort of off to the west a little bit. You can kind of see that there's this what kind of looks to be some sort of homestead, like a single house sort of with a farm setup. And it looks like there's a sign advertising something. So you get the idea that they might be selling something. You'd have to go off the pathway a little bit in order to make your way over to them. But that's really the only thing that you see at the current moment in time.
I get honestly, the curiosity kills Emery. So he's gonna message the people underground that we're taking a pit stop for a second, and I feel like I tell the group above ground we should go investigate that homestead.
Okay. Do you want me to start describing that, or do you guys have anything else you wanted to talk about?
I still have a few things to say.
Okay.
Emery, buddy, we got a fire-breathing dragon. We got multiple people that do different types of magics. What's there to worry about the next Twizzlers?
I'm going to be completely honest with you, Freddy. Do you see that cart? And I point to my cart.
Yes,
What
I can
about
see it.
that cart says I'm battle hardened? I am.
I mean, I can fix that for you.
Okay, well, if you can show me the ropes.
All right, it looks like I'm weaponizing his cart.
How can we? This is gonna meta. How can we intertwine my bong hammer into this without like betting?
Oh no, you're still on this.
I mean,
That'd be cool.
if you legitimately had the idea of wanting this weapon, either you've like seen someone else use it in the background, or you've come up with this idea, even if you don't have a design necessarily. I will say that this is absolutely something that you can ask for in the game. It's just it would be the process of actually obtaining it, either by crafting it yourself, which would be difficult, finding someone else to craft it for you, or finding someone that's selling something that,
I think Emery would only. So in my character sheet, I have he wants to build the whatever bomb burp. I did it as a joke. Burp bomb beer. It's a beer that when you burp, it's like a explosion from your mouth, or flames or whatever.
Is it like a bubble that floats through the air and explodes, or is it like a dragonborn shout type thing?
I think it's more like a dragonborn shout. It's not like a Killer Queen.
I mean, yeah, there's any number of things. There might be some sort of like alchemical components that you could, try to make some sort of brew that would not be toxic to drink. There might be some like magical mineral or, plant. There's any number of possible things for you to use. You could either try to make a brains check to see if you know something. And, this would just be like coming up with the plan, so to speak, like designing the actual recipe and all this sort of stuff, and then also trying to recall if you know any sort of specific ingredients or whatnot. And this goes for crafting anything. If you just occasionally want to make brains checks to see if you can do something, or just throughout your adventures you discover something, you could work with that. Like you come across a sinkhole that shoots out mud or something, and you're like, oh, maybe we could harvest this to make some sort of spirit box to trap stuff or something. I don't know. If you come across something that sparks and inspires you, you can try to harvest that. But if you just want to make something yourself, you can just sort of make these sort of crafting
All right.
checks.
Yeah, I think gameplay wise, just so I'm not metaing an idea I just made as a joke, I think if you introduce something that triggers that idea in the game, then I feel like that would trigger Emery to be like, oh, what if
Okay.
I do this? So
And I mean, there are magic brews that have special effects. That's just a thing that exists beyond just the simple healing potions and speed potions. And there's a potion for everything. Just like there's a spell for everything, there's a potion for everything. So this is
And I think
absolutely
the
a
burp
conceivable idea.
yeah,
How you would
I think
actually
the
go
idea
about.
of the burp bomb is you drink alcohol, like kind of like the cartoony thing where you drink it and you burp flames, or like maybe I'm sure one of you have seen that in, like a cartoon where like a robot or
Yeah,
something drinks.
it is absolutely easy to have this idea. How you go about achieving it is entirely up to you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
All right. Yep.
So I will never squander you for coming up with ideas. It's not about what you think of in character. It's literally just how the game mechanics work of actually achieving it. That's all.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I still say we should go. We should go to this.
The other aspect that I just want to touch on real quick, because Freddie said he was willing to try and make your cart better somehow. You can absolutely get traits for things the same way that you can acquire magic items and whatnot. You can absolutely get feats and spells and abilities, and not just for your character, but also your your inventory for your cart, your companions, your mount, all this nonsense, your spell focus, any other magic items you come across. If you want them to get enhanced or something, just find like a green growing rock and slap it on there and see what happens. This is absolutely completely open sandbox for you guys to just try things and find things. So you can absolutely grow and change your items. Nothing is set in stone. Also, Emery, there was like 2 negative effects that I gave you from your hand getting injured. You got rid of both of those, correct?
I did not.
I think maybe what it was is that I made you say that you had marked down that you were going to be difficult with dexterity checks with cooking and whatnot, and then I further increased that effect, so it might have just been one effect that you got rid of.
That was it.
Okay.
Are you saying am I erasing that, or should I still keep it?
No, you should erase that. Whenever you guys take like an actual rest in town or something, I will absolutely allow you to heal small wounds like that, basically. But if you guys are like on the run and on the move, it'll take time for that sort of stuff to heal. So, if you break your leg and then you guys are running from the cops for a couple weeks and you have to keep moving from place to place, maybe it doesn't heal. So I will let you know when that heals, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that you are healed.
Yep.
That's all. Okay. Anything else that you two wanted to discuss in a role play, or should I describe the next scene?
Do you got anything else, Emery?
No, I don't think Emery would be doing that brew right now. So
I think I pretty much discussed all I wanted to. So I think we're both good.
Well, you were asking about what does my food cart look like it's battle ready? And then Freddie was like, I could do something about that. Did you guys want to actually say anything, or was that literally it?
All right, speaking in character, Emery, do you want me to weaponize your cart? I mean, I have the capability to.
maybe. Let me think about it. I
Why don't you just
honestly
get back to me?
don't. I don't know if he wants to weaponize it yet. So
Okay. You drive up to this this small homestead that's looks. You guys ever play Fallout 4?
I'm playing it right now. Or
Oh.
not right
Yes.
now, but yeah, I'm playing it.
Gotcha. If you imagine those like little like homesteads where it's literally like kind of just a shack with like a small fence around a some planters. You can see that there is what appears to be goodness, I'm struggling to describe this. There's a small sign that says Beck's turnips, radishes, and rutabagas. And you can see that there is some various baskets filled up with some small little plants that are just sort of harvested and sort of set kind of sideways on a table underneath the overhang of this building, sort of like on the porch of this small house. And you can see that there is a Aarakocra that is tending to these vegetables in her on this ground. There are not many trees around here, but you can tell that this is sort of getting out of the scrubland and more into the wooded area. There's actual grass sort of sparse here. The ground here is still relatively tough, but you can tell that she's set up this homestead this far out of the forest so that it would be more viewable to people making their way through the open wastes, which is what's actually drawn all of you as you make your approach. She's got this large straw hat, and she turns and looks up at you. She's got these beautiful sort of golden feathers and blue eyes, and she just sort of stands up. She's got like this big old sort of loose fitting dress, sort of rugged, sort of simple leathers, and then got like this I cannot think of the words for things. Overalls. She's got overalls on, guys. You can see her talons sticking out. If you can imagine like Tweety Bird, but like all grown up. That's sort of what she looks like. And she just gives you all a wave and says, "Well, hi! Can I get you anything?"
I don't know why, but I was thinking about Big Bird.
Oh my goodness. You know what? No, she looks like Big Bird's younger sister. She's like in between Tweety Bird and Big Bird. No, like not that big. Big Bird's almost kaiju level.
All right. All right, continue.
I mean, yeah, she's like going around with a basket. You can see that she isn't pulling. She isn't harvesting anything at the moment. She seems to be weeding at the moment. Like half of her basket is weeds, and the other half is mulch that she's sort of patting around. This is relatively dry farmland, but that's something that's sort of good for tubers like this that like dry ground, because it's very important to make sure that they don't mold while they're in the ground. So she seems to know what she's doing, and you all can sort of relatively understand that aspect. Was there something you wanted to say?
Emery doesn't have a hat, but he says, "Hello there, man. My name is," and he looks at Freddy really quickly. "My name is Michael, and this is my friend Jackson, and to be quite honest, we've been riding down this lonesome road, and it's been 3 to couple hours, and you are the first homestead we came across."
Is this the only road you've ever known?
This is...
Can Yeah.
Sparrow, go ahead and give yourself an adversity token.
No, that's not how that works.
I do know. We are far traveled, but we've never been down this part, and we're wondering if you know where the closest town is that way. And I point the direction we're going.
Town? Well, I don't know if there's any sort of settlement up true north. Off in the west, there's a bit of a
And you would all know this, that there's this sort of large casino town that's sort of run by like this big businessman, where it's got like a bunch of shops. Like, think of Las Vegas kind of strip type thing, where it's like every building is sort of owned by like this one sort of casino owner.
Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Can I, like, in character, I wanna make Freddy look at Emery with like the will, just like pissed off that he's lying about names. Like, I'm ready to hit him.
Are you like a fucking are you a fucking chivalrous bastard or something? Like, what if she's a villain? I'm being secretive.
She is one girl.
She could be a fucking demon, dude. Like, what the fuck? She could be a mimic for all we know.
But why Jackson?
Michael and Jackson? I wonder why.
Oh my fucking god.
All of our code names are gonna be musician names. Alright, so,
I know, stick with it. But I'm not too
all
happy
right,
about
so
it.
she says the closest town's out west. What is the name of that town?
don't rightly know, but I do know that it's kind of a big settlement. I don't really know if you would call it a town, but it is something of interest, and there are people out there. I don't know
Can
if
I make
there's
a brains check to see if she's bullshitting me?
Yeah, make a brains check. Actually, I would say that this would probably be a charm check, but I will allow brains.
Dude, if it's charms, you know where I'm at. So you know where I'm at, bro. It's 14.
Okay. You can kind of tell that she's not necessarily super intelligent. She's just kind of giving you the rundown of like,
Well, I don't know much about these parts, but it's kind of a bit of a rough and tumble area.
she's giving you the general lowdown of the area and what she knows. You get the sense that if she was lying to you, she may not know.
Okay. What time is it right now? Is it...
I'm gonna say it's late in the day. I'm not gonna say evening yet. The sun is definitely starting to go down. It's not getting dark yet. Something I forgot to mention is that along the fence, you can see that there are like little faces carved out of like some of the bigger turnips, which is actually what the first jack-o'-lanterns were carved out of. They were turnips. The unfortunate thing is that they turn red when they're cut into, so they look like they're white faces that are bleeding. These look a bit nicer. That you can tell that these are like specifically dried and kind of cooked in the sun, and they look. It looks a little hobby shop-esque, where they're just kind of like fun little trinkets scattered around. But I think that kind of helps set the scene of like who this person is and how many cows they have in their barn.
0. Or is that a slang term I've never heard of? Like, are you saying she's crazy?
I'm not saying she's crazy. I'm saying that she's she's I mean, if you imagine like the old prospector running into town and being like, "There's gold in them hills," and they're absolutely correct, you would still not respect them.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. So,
All right. It's okay. So, I say, so do you happen to know? So, are you telling me you don't know how far it is that way, or like, will we reach this town before sunset?
it would be several days travel.
Oh, okay. I kind of turn to Freddy and say, hey, if you think we might need a place to sleep for the night, this might be a good place.
It might take you
Help her
guys a
farm.
week to get to Las Vegas.
If we stay here, maybe we can help her farm, and maybe we can get some supplies while we're here, and then move out. You know, if me being clearly the food man of the group.
Well,
might
if you
be
want some
beneficial.
food, sure thing, I can help you out.
She just heard completely what you guys were
All right.
talking
Well,
about.
I say, let me consult with my constituents for a moment, ma'am.
All right.
What was her name again? Sorry.
Beck.
Did you even give her a fucking name?
Yeah, she didn't introduce herself, but actually, I think she did. She's like, "My name is Beck, and don't wear it out," or something. I don't know.
Like
I
peck?
think I introduced her, but there was a sign.
Like peck as in a bird pecking?
No, Beck, like Bethany.
Oh, Jeff Beck.
Yeah, yeah.
Beth.
Beck.
Okay,
All
cool.
right, Michael. What do you wish to discuss?
Let's go over here, Jackson.
You know, that reminds me of this old fella that I...
She just like starts
As
rambling to herself.
we consult, we do the moonwalk a little bit closer to our cart.
She does the thing where she holds head over her face, dips her head down, and then like lifts one heel up and just like toe heel, toe heel, toe
and
heel.
she goes, okay.
No, she doesn't do that.
All right, Freddy.
Michael.
All right, Freddy. I think it might be a good idea to maybe stay here for the night with the boys. Maybe get some supplies for us. I can get some food for us. If it's almost a week or maybe a couple weeks travel to the casino town, it might be beneficial if we take some food from. And if all I'm saying is, if we help her farm, maybe we might get more. I'm just saying this is a good opportunity for us to, you know, maybe lay low and be a farmer for a day, maybe two. We can get supplies here. Just an idea. We can just book it, but, you know, supplies.
You do realize I'm not a farmer, right?
I am.
Hold on, what was that, Freddy?
I'm speaking in character, speaking to.
He said he's not a farmer.
Well, I'm not a farmer either, but it doesn't look that too hard.
Farming is not my best trait.
All right, well, what's your idea? Should we just move on, or maybe I could just buy supplies off of her? I don't know.
How much?
Yeah,
work
I
do we
buy
have
all
right
sorts of things.
All right, I've clearly, Sparrow, I've clearly backed enough away so she can.
No, I'm legitimate. She has really good hearing. You guys are like half a
okay.
mile away, and she's just
All right.
like two eyes blinking individually. He's like, "Sure thing, I can help you out."
All right, so you all give me just buy supplies.
now? This girl's scaring me.
She's not intentionally eavesdropping, but she has really good hearing.
It seems like you just want me to buy supplies, Freddy, and not stay here tonight.
Wait, no, if she has
You
very
can
good
sell
hearing,
her
then she
anything,
heard-
and she will sell you.
Wait. So if she has very good hearing, then she heard Emery say my actual name.
And she didn't piece it together.
Okay.
She's an idiot.
You know those like traders in Skyrim where they only sell food, but you can sell them anything? That's what this NPC is.
Oh, okay.
She's the fucking. She's the oh my god, what's the white run in called? It's the banner
don't know.
mare.
I only recently started playing Skyrim.
Oh, you're finally awake. All right, cool. All right, well, Freddy doesn't want to stay here, so I'm getting the vibe that Freddy's like, well, this is weird. So I say, Freddy, you can go on back. Let me do the negotiations.
Oh no, looks like it's getting dark. Look like you'll have to stay the night. And suddenly it's darker.
What in the name of the heavenly dragons?
The sun's starting to set behind the mountains.
All right, well, I'm going forward with the plan then. I just walk up there and say, I think if there's any supplies you could potentially give our way, I will most definitely recompense you. And I take out my favor.
She will give the entire party enough food for the evening for one favor. In the form of radish soup.
Can she give me 2 nights for 2 favor?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that.
And maybe in the morning you could help me out with something.
I turn to Freddy and I like nod and I wait for his response if he wants to or not, because I still think Freddy doesn't want to do this.
I've got a bit of a big rat problem. Just
Alright.
a little bit of a big rat problem.
I
She
just
blinks
look at
to
Emery and
both
I-
of her eyes
I look at
individually.
Emery, and I just sighed, and then just giving him a thumbs up, saying that fine, I'll stay.
All right, so can I revert? Okay, I say, how about this? We deal with your rat problem, and you give us, with no favor, for free, or in exchange for 2 days of this radish soup, we will clear out your rats.
Done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that'll be enough to cover the evening and then like a bit of travel. More than anything, I would allow this to account for you resupplying. So I would give you, Emery, about a week's travel. Because you've got some stuff, you can stretch things. So if you do this for her, not only can you stay here tonight, but you also have food for a week.
Okay. All right, cool. Yep. We will most definitely help you, Beck.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
And I say, all right, Jackson, you are going to show me some moves?
Can I smack him, please?
Yeah. Emery, do you resist?
I if I could dodge it, I would.
Both of you make contested fight checks then.
Oh, he's gonna win.
Oh, actually, Emery, you would be flight. Since you're not fighting against him, you're just trying to avoid.
5.
8.
All right, Freddy smacks Emery.
Wow, you seem like very good friends.
Yep, that's how we that's our secret handshake. See?
What were your names
Slap
again?
him in the face.
I'm not very good with names and faces.
But your hearing's spot on.
My name's Beck. What's yours?
I've said it already. I'm Michael. He's Jackson.
Nice to meet you, Michael. Mr. Jackson.
She gives a little curtsy.
I'm just gonna go to my dragon and let him know about the situation about the rat.
Oh shit! It's a rat.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Latreyan. I got a favor to ask for you.
Yes, what is it, my master?
You see, this lady here has a rat problem.
Yes.
And I was
did hear
wondering
that.
if you could take him out.
And where are these rats?
Most likely inside.
You did not ask where the rats would be?
Unfortunately, no. But I think she can hear me. Beck, where are the rats?
Oh yeah, rats are down in the basement. I used to keep my turnips stored there, and I decided to move in one evening while I was out.
I feel like we're gonna go downstairs and it's just gonna be giant humanoid rats, like a mob. I don't know why.
I'm imagining that too. So, all right, there we go. We got our answers. They're in the basement.
Are you
Way to
gonna
ru-
let your fucking dragon destroy our basement? Like, what the fuck?
Way to ruin the surprise, guys. Come on. She has a big rat problem.
Crazy? I'll crazy. Once they locked me in a room.
Stop! Stop! I'm gonna stop you right there.
I will absolutely ban you. Okay. She leads you inside of her house. You can see that it's
Wait, does the dragon come in?
No, the dragon cannot come indoors. This is a small shack. It is like a 20 by 20 building that has no internal walls. You can see that there's like a bed in the corner. There's like a very simple kitchen that's just like a bunch of deep basins and a cauldron with like a fire
Does
inside.
she have a bird feeder?
No.
That'd be funny. Oh,
You can see that there is like a small cage sort of set up, but there's nothing inside.
It's like a human bones in there.
Yes, human bones.
This was my pet human once.
Oh my goodness.
I adopted him when he was 2 months old. I tried feeding him seed, but he wouldn't eat it.
No, that's not canon. Stop with that.
Oh, Amantha, I found something for you.
Oh my goodness. Do you actually
Alright.
summon Amantha?
No.
Okay. She leads you inside. It's a very bare bones, ramshackle house, and then there is like a trap door towards the back that you can see that she's got like most of her like heavy furniture stacked up on. You can see that there's like a shelf that probably would have had stuff stored on it at one time. There's like a big iron pot. It's just sort of stacked on it, and she like struggles to remove all of the stuff, and she's like,
Hold on, give me a minute.
Can I go help her?
sure. It's very easy for you to remove.
As I'm moving stuff, I say under my breath, "What is this person hollow boned?"
She stops and stares at you,
But the joke is birds have hollow bones in their ways.
but she took offense to it.
All right, well,
I would
cool.
like to smack him again.
I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I did it under my breath so Freddy couldn't hear it. But I all right. Well,
But you knew she would hear it.
yeah. Look, man, this is for the lore, okay? This is for the game.
Okay.
I'll let it slide.
The joke was going to be that when you move stuff away, she's like, hold on, I'll get it. And like is grunting with her eyes closed. And when she looks back, she's like, all right, got it. Just one more thing. And like doesn't notice you guys helping at all. But you help clear the path, and she's like,
Okay. Well, the rats are down there. I'd take care of it myself, but they're pretty mean.
I take two Starburst gums. I put one in my mouth and I give one to Freddy.
okay.
I
You
say,
know what? I think I'm gonna use something on one of the rats.
Okay.
The freeze gun? Are you gonna freeze the rats?
No, I'm gonna use something completely different.
All right, we go downstairs.
Okay.
Where they're fucking chewing our mouths like Pac-Man to get the light going.
Well, what you can do is just sort of like chew it, and like your cheeks will glow. And if you want, you can open your mouth, and then like kind of sparks come.
I'd like to imagine Emery doesn't get that, so he's just continuously chewing and opening his mouth.
You're just strobing as you're going down the steps. Okay, yeah, I think instantaneously you hear voices. They're just like, ooh, ah. And you hear like shuffling, and you hear someone's like, quick, shh, hide. Shut up, you idiot. Someone's coming. Stop it. Is that your foot or your hand? I have nothing but feet.
Where are all these rats I heard? All these rats that are giving Beck an issue.
I don't know, Michael. You tell me.
Could they be over here? And I like I shoot really quickly to see if I can get a bright light, like in the direction of where I heard the voices.
Make a grit check.
I think I crit a 4.
I know.
Oh no, it's a D8. Nice. Ooh, got an 8.
Okay. I was planning on giving you a Versity token, but you succeed. You open your mouth and blast a beam of light, and you instantly see like 4 big rats just like scurrying on top of themselves, just trying to climb on top of each other into a corner, trying to get away. And it's such a startling surprise. Yes, they are about waist height rats. These are relatively big rats. It was such a startling sight that I was gonna make you scream and spit out the starburst, but you managed to keep yourself composed.
Cool.
And they just sort of shriek in terror. Eek, light! No, get it away!
So
What are you doing?
Rats? Are they like the size of like the Dark Souls?
Get your foot out of my mouth!
Or are they humanoid rats that are medium sized?
They're big rats. They're
it's
not
like Dark
humanoid.
Souls
Okay,
rats.
so I'm gonna do something very stupid.
I mean,
I'm gonna go
if you can
ahead.
imagine sort of like what Master Splinter would be, I guess, where he's still very much rat, but kind of has like, not really standing on 2 feet either. Actually, you know what? I think these are pretty much just big rats. You can just imagine.
You know what? They're Dark Souls rats. They're the Dark Souls sewer rats that can talk. They're
Sure,
the rat. What is it? The King of Rats, or what's the fucking thing? The thing in Dark Souls 2. I'm thinking of the Rat Vanguard. This is the Rat Vanguard.
But they sound like pickle pea.
Pickle
And
people?
no,
Excuse me. What did you just say? Pickle people?
pickle pea and what's the other bird?
I don't know, but I do. Oh, it's like pickle pea. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's 2 invisible birds that you can trade items with. And
So I would like to go. I would like to walk up towards the rats. Because I've yet
pickle
to use
pea
this.
pumperum. Like, sweet, get away! No. Why the blight? They have light in their mouths.
So Sparrow, I would like to use Shadow Touch.
What do you mean use Shadow Touch? You don't
Remember
know
how I
what
made
this
it-
effect is that you have.
You're the one that gave me the ability from making a deal with the demon.
Right. That increased your stats. You're a bit stronger. Did you want to try and
okay.
control shadows?
Sure.
Okay. What do you try to do? And I will roll.
let's just say I try touching my own shadow.
Well, you're in a completely dark basement, other than the light coming from your mouths.
I should still be in the light of Emery's.
Okay. Yeah, you reach down to the ground and touch your shadow. Now what are you gonna do?
What happened?
You feel the ground and your shadow is there. What are you trying to do, though?
Bring it to life.
Oh. Okay.
This is totally gonna turn out good.
Alright. You reach down to the ground and place your hand against the ground. And it's definitely moist down here. This is like it's basically just a dirt basement, you know, four walls and floor just sort of carved out of dirt. But you can tell that there's like stray, actually, no, they've been trying to survive in here, so I think they've eaten basically everything in here, even the shelves. So there's just dirt down here. But maybe it's a bit soft from like fecal matter and urine. And you place your hand against the ground and you grip it, and when you pull, Emery, you watch as the two-dimensional figure that was along the ground being cast by the light from your mouth rises up to stand next to Freddy. And the rats shriek in terror.
No, please. We only wanted to live. Eat food.
I think Emery would be scared at this. Could I make like I don't know, a grit check or something? I don't know.
I mean, you choose how you react to this. Nothing's happened so far.
Well, no, I think I'd be scared. You know what I mean? I think I'd be like, what the fuck just happened? You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Just roleplay that.
My jaw would drop a little bit further, I guess. Even though it's still open.
The light gets brighter.
Yeah, I'm like, what just happened?
Get torch these fuckers. So,
You command
Can
your
we,
shadow
like,
to
both
attack.
cast fireball?
Wait, what?
Do
Wait,
I have to repeat my?
do you want to cast fireball, or are you commanding your shadow to cast fireball?
We're both casting fireball.
All right, make me a fight check with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck. I fight. And what's the disadvantage?
Yep.
Just you roll twice and you get the lower.
They're both 11.
Okay.
I was joking.
You conjure a mote of flame in your hand and hurl it at the rats in the corner, and it hits all of them, and they instantly scatter from the burst in flame. Their hair is caught on fire, and they begin running around. And you can see that where they scattered, your shadow has run up and thrown them apart. That's what I'll give you.
All right.
The intense light strengthened the shadow momentarily, but they are unable to cast any sort of light magic.
I turn to Freddy and say, "Oh shit, we're just gonna kill him." I didn't think we were gonna kill him. He seems like sentient beings, Freddy. I don't know, man.
At this point, the rats are going to attempt to run past you and up the stairs. They're just making a break for it.
Before they do that, I'm kind of intercept them and try to close the door.
Okay. Make a flight check.
I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be downstairs laughing
I got a 7.
Okay. Here's what I'll give you. One of them rushes past you, and you can tell that he's definitely going to get up the stairs before you. You do not have a chance to try and close the door on him. But you can try and do something to him. He just like skirts past you. It's like, freedom!
Can I like elbow him into the wall or something?
Okay, make a fight check.
All right. Well, here's my D4. And I got the best number of all. I got a 1.
Please take an adversity token.
Yeah, baby.
You go to plant a decisive elbow onto this creature. Unfortunately, you miss completely and get stuck in the dirt wall. And they all like scramble over the top of you and run out. All of them run past.
I turn to Freddy as they're the dirt pile and I say, "That was the plan? To shoot them, to make a scary shadow and shoot them with fire?"
You hear Beck scream. Just
Can I telepathically talk to my dragon and tell him to attack the rats?
Gonna burn the crops in their fields, dude. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not. He's not gonna use his fire. He's just gonna eat them.
You don't know that.
That's very true.
Okay. What do you guys do? You hear a large commotion up top.
I fucking run up.
Let's just go for
Okay.
it.
You see the rats running through the fields, running for their lives, but still like you like jaws hanging low, scooping up whatever vegetables they can in their pathway. Just like these things are absolutely starved to death. And even though they're running for their lives, still getting food because this might be the only chance they ever get. Just running away in which way. And you can see like this big dragon kind of like trying to move, but these rats are moving way too fast for him to be able to do anything.
I would like to cast a charm spell, and as a joke, I take my wand and I put it to my mouth, and I'm trying to charm rat essentially.
Okay.
But as a joke, I'm doing like the Pied Piper. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay.
Like playing a fake flute.
Okay.
With my wand.
Again, it doesn't have to be a wand. It could be anything.
Oh, I still think it would be funny that I have a wand.
Okay.
I think it would still be cool.
Okay. I still
13.
can't believe you don't have a hat.
Do you? I mean, I can have a hat. I just never. I didn't envision.
Every dapper man should have a good hat. You should You should buy one in the next town you go to.
All right, I'll get a. I'll get a hat.
Steve hat.
I'm still enjoying the image of the Monopoly man talking to an anime character on top of a hearse. So what are you trying to do exactly? Just distract them with music?
Away. I'm trying to, I'm just trying to charm them with magical music, with a 13, and I'm going to get them away from the fields and out of the fields, and then the dragon could kill them.
Okay. Make a charm check. I mean,
13.
They are absolutely running and scattering already.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, for the hell of it, I'm going to burn an adversity token to get half of the die for cool under pressure. My ability, or I can get half of the die.
Okay.
And I gotta get a 15.
Okay. And you're just trying to make them go away?
Yeah, I'm leading like the Pied Piper. I'm trying to lead the rats away.
They are already scattering. So was there something like a specific direction you wanted them to go, or
follow Emery Bryant? Follow me.
Oh, so to stop running away and run towards you.
Yes.
Okay.
I am Pied Pipering them. They are following me.
Yes, they turn around from the cabbage patch and run back towards the house where you are. And Becky's like, whew, well, at least they're... Ah!
I just slowly walk.
My
still
turnips!
still casting this spell, and I lead the rats out of the of Beck's farm
Okay.
in a safe space where the dragon could completely maul them.
Okay. Yeah, they're like they formed a conga line and are like shaking their hips and they're like yeah, exactly. Wow, this human's pretty cool. He actually likes us. He fed us and wanted to let us go. Wow, this guy's so good. Oh! And then they all get eaten by the dragon.
What's your dragon's name? Fucking, what is it?
Elytrian?
Elytrian?
Yes.
Alright, I say, thank you, Elytrian. And I go to like pat him on her shoulder blade or, I don't know.
Wait, don't do that!
No? Well, I don't know that.
He's gonna bite!
Is he?
He's gonna what?
He's gonna bite! He'll bite anyone he doesn't know, basically.
But he knows Emery.
Technically, no.
Okay. Emery, you raise up like open palm, ready to plant your hand against Elytris, and then just like instantly, boom! 2 walls of teeth appear on either side of you.
Did I just get, is it like Sadaharu style? Like the fucking dog from Gintama? Is that what you're
I
talking
don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know Gintama?
No, I don't know what the scene you're describing is.
Or is there a shit posting where I can post it? I'm putting it in game stuff.
Okay. Well, don't put it in game stuff. That's for me to put stuff. Player discussion is for you guys to shit post.
My Discord just disconnected, like it crashed when I went to go to GIFs.
Okay. Yeah, the game stuff channel is for me to post specific things like images and spellings and like job listings and shop listings and stuff.
Where can I put an image?
Put it in player discussion. That's for where you guys can put whatever you want.
That's Sadaharu. I'm surprised no one has seen Senbei.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not at all what I'm thinking about. If you can think of like a dragon, right?
Yeah.
And you know how
I know what
they're
a dragon is, yes.
yeah, their mouths are like 10 feet long. If you imagine it going vertical and coming down on top of you, where the mouth isn't closed, but currently on either side of you is rows of teeth.
Oh.
Like an elevator door is shutting.
Well, I say fuck. There, bro.
But he stopped because you didn't touch him.
I back off.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, I walk up to Beck and I clap my hands together like I just got stopped.
Beck is collapsed on the ground and is, perhaps for the first time since you met them, completely silent. Most of their feathers have fallen off. They're just an absolute wreck.
Alright. I walk up to Beck and I say, well, there goes your rats. Our dragon ate them. You're welcome.
There's no response.
Okay. Well, we'd love those turnips now.
I'm gonna say she already gave them to you. She like gave you two big baskets.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Well, sorry for your
Jackson.
loss. I guess we'll be going.
Yeah, that's essentially what's happening. Say, let's go, Jackson. She has some turnips to regrow.
Yeah, because this is something that you did the next morning. So, yeah, you guys can literally just take off.
Yeah, dude, I'm taking off. She's like distraught that we just the rats.
She's traumatized.
Yeah, oh yeah, we did it. Emery knows, so he's like, all right, Jackson, let's go.
Okay.
we eat the dragon ate the rats and we traumatized the bird. Leave. Let's go. I hope Amantha was watching. That'd be really funny.
Yes, she was laughing the entire time and like.
As I go into my cart, I say, "Well, Amantha, that's how you secure a week's worth of food." And I do a fake yeah on my wagon on like my invisible horses. The cart just starts moving.
Yeah, but it just nothing happened.
Yeah.
If you imagine, like, have you ever seen like someone? I forget what the actual sport is, but like, running around and trying to catch a pig and tackle it down.
Oh, football.
Okay.
Oh, cops and robbers.
And that's the end of the session.
Oh no, we gotta get a cat in the house.
The thing I was trying to describe is like she was enjoying it like it was a game, basically. That's all I was trying to say.
Perfect. I'm glad she enjoyed it as a game.
Okay.
I like to imagine the music that goes on while we're heading out is the Monty Python travel music for Holy Grail.
Hold on. I can't find it. You'll have to find it and send it to me.
On YouTube?
Yeah. Anywho, we can do this later.
Hey.
I can't play copyrighted stuff in the recording anyways. Anywho, you guys set out once again. Let me roll for weather. We'll do one more small encounter because that one was a pretty quick one. You know, I was figured you would talk to the rats, but that's okay. Oh, it is a beautiful day. Clear blue skies, some nice clouds, a good breeze blowing through. It is just beautiful. You see like a little scrub brush get like picked up in the wind and just sort of like start bouncing across. Just a little tumbleweed. But Amantha was very pleased.
Good. She's learning.
But Willa is a little concerned. She would have liked to have helped Beck more. But that's okay.
Alright, so we're still on the
whatever.
What did you say, Freddy?
She was still on the dragon, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, I guess so, huh?
She's watched a dragon eat like a lot, like sentient rats.
Well,
That's gonna
I'm glad he
traumatize
got a good meal.
Yeah, I would have figured you guys would have at least tried to talk to them, but that's fine.
There was no room for negotiation.
The negotiations were short.
Take an adversity token.
Yeah.
Oh, and the song they were singing in the conga line is "Rats, rats, we are the rats, 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 we are the rats." Okay. What do you guys want to talk about this day?
I think, yeah, at this point, I'd be researching some of that. I'd be trying to make. I think the idea would be like, I had this pipe dream as a kid. I wanted to discover this burp beer. So it's essentially a beer that. It's essentially a brew that you drink and you just burp. Kind of like Dragon's Breath, essentially, like the spell.
Are you discussing with Amantha about this?
Sure. I'm speaking.
She's
out
like,
loud.
wow, that sounds really funny. You can tell that she's come out of her shell a little bit. With your permission, I think she's let her hair down. It was a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, sure. Every permisses Amantha to let her hair down.
Okay.
Only this once, though.
Only this once. Well, it was braided up really tight, and she's not used to having her hair up. It's
so
uncomfortable
tight that
to
her
have.
fucking skin on her face was like pulling up and pulling tight. All right, yeah. Her hair's down, sure.
Okay, yeah. She's enjoying the breeze. Your sim is happy. Anyways.
Sim, she's like, Mada Mitsu Bukobaki Nigobudumada.
Babadee-badooba. Roll a brains check already. Okay. At the current moment in time, you can't think of anyone else that's done anything similar. You can't think of any sort of like concoctions that are even similar to what you're trying to go for. Nothing of basis to work off of at the moment, unfortunately.
Okay.
You'll have to either discover something or maybe talk to somebody that might know something. Maybe uncover some sort of like special ingredient or something.
Okay.
Anything you want to do today, Freddy?
I like to think that Bawilla just saw like a whole different part of me that enjoys like battle.
Well, I mean, she didn't see what happened in the basement unless you brought her down there with you.
No, she was showing the dragon attack.
Okay.
Well, let's see.
She's a little not perturbed but concerned, like wow, you are a very interesting fellow. But it is good to enjoy things.
So SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, you killed the rats.
SpongeBob.
Let's just say that Bawilla just saw like. Let's just say that my eye like. So how can I explain this?
A glint in your eye.
Bawilla got lost in Freddy's anime
No,
eyes.
let's just. Okay, no. Let me pull up a GIF.
Is it Code Guess where like the dude has like the control?
Did you say
eyes or
code
whatever?
guess?
I don't fucking know what this show is called, man. I don't watch anime.
I'm pretty sure it's geese.
Like the
Oh,
the
Gios.
Oh, Gios. Whatever.
Gios control.
Yeah, this is the closest I could get to it.
Okay. Crazed
Like,
eyes.
Basically.
Okay.
You look. Are you telling me you're a VTuber? Is this what I'm?
Yes, that his character looks cell shaded.
It should be in character sheets of what Freddy should look like.
I know what you look like.
But yeah, let's say I was walking towards my dragon with that look on my face, but with a smile, like a maniac smile. Yeah. What's happening?
I think I've shared this before, but there's a comic book called Manga Man, and it's about like an average American town where literally an anime boy appears, and all the girls are like interested in him, like, oh, he's a new guy, but he looks like pencil thin, and probably shouldn't be saying this, but there's a scene where he has romantic interactions with a girl, and his crotch area is pixelated.
Nice.
Oh,
and she's like, oh my goodness, what is that? And he's like, don't worry, it's still there.
Wow. What a world we live in.
exactly.
The girl looks down and she says, "Hello there," and he says, "General Satoshi." All right. So Freddy talks to his wife, his lovely wife. I can't figure out anything. I think at this point we're just traveling.
Yeah.
Towards the town, towards the casino. I think I'd talk to. At this point, I'd talk to Marcus, but we don't have to roleplay that.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at more weird images from this cartoon. Or this comic book. Anywho. Freddie, was there anything else you wanted to do today? Or
Oh, that's all.
okay. You know what? I'll do one more. Let's see. What would be a good... like, how much longer do you guys want to go for?
10:30.
Oh, what time is it for you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 9:30 for me.
So,
30
about an
minutes to
hour.
I'm fine with that. I'm still trying to find my glasses though.
Okay.
Fucking Velma moment, bro. Velma moment.
I am really having a Velma
Did you lose your glasses in your dirty ass TV room next to all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the dirt pile?
No, they fucking evaporated. That's the thing.
You have evaporating glasses? Excuse me? What? Excuse me?
Okay. Here's what I'll give you. As you guys are riding along, just because this is something that only you guys would experience topside, suddenly the wind begins to pick up. And it's a little weird at first, until it starts to become disturbing. your carts begin to rattle and shake. And Freddy, your dragon actually has to land and begin walking. It can't fly safely anymore with the buffeting wind. And as this is happening, and you,
Food?
what?
Never mind. It's a play on what you said. You said buffeting, like buffet.
So the wind is whipping around your carts and tossing you all back and forth, and you're starting to lose control of your different mounts. And on the wind, you hear a voice whisper in your ears. So, you've killed one of us. How interesting. And you watch as the wind in front of you is starting to whip up the dry ground and begin to pick up dust. And as it swirls around, you can see a vaguely humanoid shape begin to form as a dust devil has now spotted your party. What would you all like to do?
I turn to Amelia in the cart and say, in the biz, if you're gambling, you know when to hold them and to fold them. And this, my dear, is when you fold them. I just go, yeah! Fucking hit the gas.
Sorry,
Like,
what
let's
did you say?
go. Let's go.
This is Amelia that you're talking to. Amantha turns to this woman you've just created in your cart and says, Miss Amelia, how did you get here?
Wait, did I say Amelia? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I meant to say Amanda, sorry.
Amanda? Oh no, now there's a third
Oh,
woman.
fuck off, Amanda. You know what? Let's have the whole crew of that song. A little bit of Amanda in my life, a little bit of Amanda in my life, a little bit of Amanda in my life.
So you just want to try and like steer your cart?
I'm bailing. I'm like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Okay, make a flight check. Yeah,
It
go
took
for it.
us. I mean, it was a. The other demon was not a cakewalk for Emery.
I mean, this one, it doesn't have a physical form. It's not
Look,
connected
man,
to this plane of
he
existence.
doesn't know. I got a 3.
You got a 3?
Yeah, I got a 3, bro.
Okay, you go to try and increase the speed, and there are no controls. There is no lever. There is no creature that is powering this cart. There is nothing to interact with. Go ahead and take an adversity token. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you can't do
How many
anything.
tokens do I get until I die? No, we don't die, right?
No, you can absolutely die. I'm just not going to give you any sort of wounds for this action. You just fail at trying to bail. If you want to like steer away from the caravan, you can. If you want to abandon your posse and just drive away.
Emery would not do that. If he does that and fails, he kind of turns to Freddy and everyone above ground and says, "All right, well, it looks like you should show me round 2, Freddy. Show me what you got."
Show him what you've got.
I like
Can I
what
just
you
look-
got. Good job.
I would like to look at the shadow figure unfazed.
Okay. Well, there is no shadow figure. It's like a dust.
devil.
Oh, the dust figure.
Yeah.
Unfazed, and I say, if you're talking about the demon we killed back in town, then yes.
Yes, I heard about that, but I promise you, I will be not as easy to defeat as Scaramouche. For you cannot catch the wind.
Is this guy named Amadeo?
What?
I'm sorry, Galileo, not Amadeo. Scaramouche, waiting to the fandango.
What's a lightning? Many, 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 Galileo.
Were you not here for that session when? Oh yeah, you weren't when. Yeah, when Freddy summoned the shadow demon, you realized that his name was Scaramouche. You just knew that it was a shadow demon. You didn't know his name or backstory or anything.
Perfect. All right. Well, this guy's named Galileo. I
All right,
deem it
sure.
so, Sparrow.
All right, so I like
Fine,
to
his
look
name is
at-
Galileo.
Yes.
I,
Galileo,
will be your doom.
I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna put one hand over my face as I laugh.
All right, Freddy, make a flight check with disadvantage since you can't see. As a sudden rush of winds pushes you, attempting to knock you off of your mount.
Okay, it's my flight again. Oh, it's a 10. Wait, is that my flight or fight? Oh,
Flight.
that's my fight. My flight is the T4. Oh no.
Oh, good.
I don't. This is what I get for making my flight a T4. Okay, let's do this. Okay, the first one is a 1.
All right, so you can't get worse than that. Go ahead and take an
good.
adversity
Don't
That's a
token.
1.
You got 2 1s?
I got 2 1s.
All right, you place your hand over your face and begin to laugh maniacally, and instantly you were just off. But Willow's like a little concerned, like, why are you laughing? Oh, and you're just like gone. And actually, I'm gonna say with 2 natural ones, that also sends Bawilla flying. You land hard on the ground, and you feel something crack. Your shoulder dislocates from your body, and you skid to a stop. Your face is completely full of dirt, and you hear the cackling whispers. And Bawilla is nowhere to be seen. There is now like this significant dust storm that is starting to swirl up around you, obscuring your view. So you're gonna have disadvantage on all of your fight checks from now on.
Okay.
Well, I will make it depending upon what you want to do. I will say I won't make it straight up all fight checks, but like if you want to try and do something with your arm in this position, you're gonna have a difficult time. That's what I'll say.
I'll just snap my arm back in place.
Okay, make a grit check.
Okay. It's not as bad as my flight. So that's good. It's a D8.
It's not too bad.
I know, but unfortunately, I don't have any. What's it?
Modifier.
Advantage.
You don't have
Yeah,
modifiers.
modifier. So I got a 7.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. You managed to snap it back in place. It hurts terribly, and it's gonna take a while for it to heal, but you think that in the moment you can at least manage to still do some stuff. Unfortunately, this is the opportunity that it needs as it rushes at you again. You can make a flight check, or you can attempt to do some sort of fight if you want to do a contested fight check.
You know what? Let's fight wind with wind.
Okay. Let's
I
make
like
contested
the
fight
wind
checks. What are you gonna do to fight to combat it?
Since it's using the dust or wind to its advantage, why not use it against it? Well, let's go with some kind of what's the word?
Breath?
Like a wind blast.
Okay.
So modifier +1.
gust of wind.
Yes. Okay, I got a 7.
Okay. You go ahead and take an adversity token. You open your mouth and begin to suck in air to release this powerful blast, and instantly it lunges for you, like its arms coming forward as if to do like a dive into water, but instead it goes down inside your gullet and begins to twist around in your insides. Emery, you watch as Freddy is up in the air, just getting buffeted back and forth as this wind has basically dived inside of him and begun to buffet him back and forth. He is like a balloon in the wind, just getting pulled in different directions, but it's almost cartoony the way that he's getting like knocked in different directions.
Okay, so I think Emery's plan is he's gonna look around. He's gonna look around his cart and not find anything. But I think he's gonna have a brain blast moment where he remembers Freddy in his inventory has a freeze ray, and in his mind is like, "Wait a minute, what if we freeze the air? What if we freeze the demon?" So I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out and add. Go ahead, Freddy.
I was gonna say my freeze ray should be mounted to my dragon, so.
Okay, I think Emery gets out and says, "Freddy, where's your black freeze blaster?"
He cannot respond.
I'm just gonna point to the dragon. That's the best I can do.
Okay. Eulidis, whatever his name is like, I don't remember his name. It's such a weird name. Illidan or something? What is it? Elytraean. Oh my goodness.
Elytraean.
So bad. Elytraean.
I think it's an anime reference, right?
I don't know. Probably.
Is that anime?
So no, actually Elytraean is an actual dragon name, but I'm using it as a different purpose.
Alright, whatever. Elytraean is getting buffeted around by this sort of cyclone that's starting to pick up, and is just sort of hunching towards down to the ground, unable to really see.
I'm gonna get out of my cart and I'm gonna hoof it over to Elytraean.
As you get out of your cart, Amantha kind of like grabs your jacket a little bit, like, "Mr. Bryant, what's going on?"
"Amantha, stay in the cart. There is a dust devil out. Cover your mouth and eyes and go in the back of the car."
Okay, she does so. And then you rush over to Elytraean.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, "Elytraean, I'm borrowing the freeze ray."
Go ahead and make a flight check in order to try and get to him, just because there's a lot of wind whipping around.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay, you fall to the ground and begin sliding around. Go ahead and take an adversity token, and you get spun.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Can I make it would a 5 make a difference?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I think that's insufficient with the amount of wind that's whipping around. It just sort of makes you stumble and you fall to the ground. But while you were on the ground, you were able to crawl. And this is a significant amount of time that passes, but you are able to reach Elytraean and retrieve the freeze ray gun. But at this point, you can see that Freddy is almost ready to burst at the seams. You can see that his body is starting to turn pink and blue in different locations of his body.
I'm literally just gonna start shooting the freeze gun.
All right, Freddy, make a grit check, and Emery make a fight check.
All right, guess what my fight is? D4.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy, here I go kill him again.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Okay. So, here's what happens. I think I'm not gonna make you guys suffer too terribly for this, but Emery, you don't know what to really do. You just kind of start spraying the freeze ray around Freddy, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So you just like, all right, and you just hit him square in the chest and kind of move it all around his body as Freddy, you begin to freeze solid, which does stop the tearing of your body. And your body does fall to the ground in a solid chunk. And the Dust Devil comes back out of Freddy's form and begins looking around.
Oh, so eager for your own death.
Is it possible for me to give Freddy the freeze ray so he can do it?
Freddy's currently frozen solid, which has stopped him from getting torn apart.
All right. So am I still?
Freddy, you're conscious. You just can't move. I'm going to give Emery one chance to react, to either make a fight or flight check. Or a charm check. If you
Actually,
really want to try something.
I say, okay, you know what? All right. I take the gun, and I point my finger up to him, and I say, you there, Galileo! If you're named after that famous fella who named the stars, well, I have something starry for you. And I run to my cart, and I make a... This is going to be so dumb.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can make ice cream with the freeze ray. But what I want to do is make like a concoction with the brewer's kit, so if the demon eats it, it sets like a chain reaction and freezes him. Like it gives him like, I don't know, like a headache or something. Like a really powerful ice cream, essentially. If that's too complicated, I was thinking about breaking open the cartridge, and like if the demon bites the cartridge or whatever it's inside the freeze ray, right? It would like, I don't know.
Here's the problem. The demon doesn't have a physical body for you to damage, and it can only influence air. So it's sort of intangible at the moment. What you could do is throw milk at it and try to freeze the milk and see if that does something. But it doesn't technically have a body for it to eat anything, is the unfortunate part.
Throw milk at it.
I don't know.
Pocket milk.
All right. I can with this.
Oh,
Can I?
Yes, go, Freddy. What's your idea?
All right. I would like to try to heat up my body to melt the ice.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I will absolutely let you try to do something like that, but first and foremost, this Dust Devil is staring down Emery, and Emery has an important choice to make.
I'm gonna if Emery thinks that he can't eat ice cream, he'll just try to make a milkshake. I don't know. He's gonna go make a milkshake with Freddy's freeze gun.
I mean, I will say that you don't even need Freddy's freeze gun. You can like toss the freeze gun away, like go fetch, and then like bolt the other direction and go grab a milkshake if you want.
No, I want to make a milkshake with like the freeze ray, like specifically the freeze ray.
Okay, why?
It'd be funny. I don't know. Like,
all right, fine.
In Emery's mind, is like if he drinks the freeze ray milkshake, maybe like parts of him will freeze. That's what he's thinking. He doesn't.
I don't know what to make you roll for this, bud. roll me an intelligence check, I guess.
All right.
All right, brains.
What two people?
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I think's what happened. Emery tries to break the ankles on this Dust Devil by like faking left and then running right, and he runs straight for the cart, whips open the doors. Amantha's right there, and she's like, Emery, and then the doors slam instantly shut as the Dust Devil's like, and where do you think you're going? Freddy, go and make a brawn check to try and break out of the ice. He's muted, so I guess we'll do it when he gets back. But Emery, you got to your cart, but you were unable to access it as the Dust Devil is upon you.
God damn it.
You said bronze, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's see, what is my bronze again? A D6 and plus 1 modifier. Okay. 7.
So you got 6 out of 6.
No, I got 6 out of 1, so 7. Wait, what?
You're rolling a D6, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so you got a 6 out of 6. So you got a crit. Okay. It's important to tell me these things.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes, the ice, it doesn't shatter off of you, but your body does warm up and you are able to move again. You feel absolutely sore everywhere. Everything hurts. And I'm going to say that you are unable to speak for the time being. And you're kind of coughing a little bit. But otherwise, you are free to move about. Emery, what do you do? We're just going to go back and forth unless someone has something
I'm trying to get
immediately.
the fuck in my cart, bro.
Are you just going to dive straight through him?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, make a brawn check.
I have a D6 for my brawn, and I also got a crit.
Okay, yeah. The Dust Devil's like, you have to face me, and you just shove your arms straight through him, like, get out of my way! And just, boof! Throw the doors open. Amantha screams and then stops when she sees that it's you.
I say, shh, go in the corner, please. Hide.
Your mustache is billowing beautifully.
Dude, I'm just making that ice cream with the freeze ray. Or no, it's this milkshake. I'm making a milkshake with the freeze ray.
Make another intelligence check, man. Or no. It would be grit. It would be grit because I believe grit is better, and I think we decided that would be your cooking.
I thought it would be charms, no? Or is charms the presentation?
That would be the actual presentation of it. This is like trying to see if you can make something. So I am gonna say this is gonna be intelligence, trying to use the freeze gun to make ice cream.
So okay, a D12. All right.
Yeah.
11.
Okay, you take this sort of milk drink. You know how to make like a smoothie or like some iced cream. But this is just sort of like a rush job. So you quickly whip up some cream and freeze it slowly with the ice beam until you are pulled backwards out of your cart and thrown to the ground as the Dust Devil looms over you. This is no time for a treat.
And I look at it
Unless
and I say,
you
"KS?"
want this to be
I
your
say,
final meal.
Mr. Dust Devil, wait! Galileo, please!
I
am not named after any foolish mortal. My name was made from the stars themselves.
So, I like to try to attack with wind again.
God, it didn't work the first time, Dink. Why would it work the second time?
But this time,
Can you
it's
wait?
gonna be
Hold
a double
on, Freddy,
spell.
please let me do this first, and if I fail, you attack. Let's
All
not
right, fine.
fuck up my plan.
All right, go.
Yeah, I hand the
Yeah,
dust.
Freddy stumbles forward like a zombie, and Emery's just looking at Freddy, just like pleading with his eyes, like, please.
I take the smoothie and I try to give it. I give it to the Dustle and it says, "You look like you could use a nice cool drink on this night, a nice hot summer's evening or day, whatever time of day it is."
It's it's afternoon.
All right, well, it's afternoon. It's sun's out, guns out. And I hand him the milkshake.
Make a charm check with disadvantage.
So a straight roll because I have advantage.
Well, he hasn't eaten anything yet, so you wouldn't have advantage.
Oh,
You have charm checks with advantage for people that you've served already. This person has not been served yet. You are
like
trying to attempt
12.
to serve them. You got a 12?
yeah.
What was your first roll, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
It was a 7 and a 7, but I used my adversity token cool under pressure.
Okay, so they were both the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the point I would have made is that if you had rolled like a 9 and a 3, and then you got like the 12 as the average, I would have made you take the 9. Does that make sense? Because it's
Yeah, I know
the
it does,
lower of
yes.
the two. That was the
Yep,
only
I do
distinction
know
I wanted to make, but
disadvantages.
since they're the same, it doesn't matter. Actually, I guess I would have made you take the 8. No, you know what? I'm gonna allow it for this. That's technically how your ability works. Instead of rolling, you can just take the average.
Yep.
I think I am going to make a distinction that whether you have advantage or disadvantage, you can do this, but you have to choose to do so before you roll.
I choose to do this.
Actually, no, I don't want to make that. Because I allow people to do stuff after they've rolled all the time. Yeah, I'll take. What was it? A 12? You said total.
12.
Okay. you are in the eye of the storm. Your carts are rattling. Your dragon is hunkering towards the ground. And you offer a frosty beverage to this dust demon.
I give him a frosty, dude. Please, I want to make him a frosty. I put a French fry in there too, and like this is really good.
Very well. I will partake in this strange delicacy you mortals enjoy before I kill you.
And it moves forward and takes it, and the dust kind of starts to settle down. It's still like creating this barrier around you guys, but it's not whipping you around. You're not quite in like a tornado anymore. It's just sort of this this wall of force, I guess, that's surrounding the party at the moment. It's not really sure how to consume it, and it kind of like sticks its face towards it and just kind of like starts scooping it out, and it sprinkles into the air a little bit. It's trying to
starts
figure
snowing.
out how to consume it, so it's severely distracted. I'll give you this. It is legitimately trying to eat it because it is curious. Because it's like,
You mortals always have very interesting and intriguing inventions. I've
Okay,
always wanted to
quickly,
partake.
what's my surroundings look like near this dust devil?
you're on the ground. It's sort of standing, probably I guess directly above you. The cart is like, I'll say 10 feet away. Freddy is. I'll also say 10 feet away, but Freddy, you're like on the other side, so like 20
So
feet from the carts.
instead of like, but landscape wise, is there something like I could tell him to go to? Like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to convince him he has to go somewhere to eat, to actually consume it. So it's like
it's flat ground. There's no landmarks or anything. You can take this time to like stand up or whatnot and like dust yourself off. Like it's legitimately stopped its assault.
This is every bullshit time, Sparrow. This is where
okay.
this is where he's gonna bullshit. I crack my fingers and I say, "You, my friend, are trying to enjoy Emery Bright Painkiller Special, the Milky Way Frosty. Now, the only way to consume that, Mr. Dust Devil, Mr. Galileo, especially of one of your stature, is to walk towards the sun. Yes." The more closer you are to the sun by walking towards it, the frosty itself will melt, and therefore you can consume it. Yes. It's a 2-for-2 special. You get cooled off, and you can enjoy my frosty beverage.
Make another charm check.
Do I get advantage?
No, this is gonna be a straight roll.
God damn it! I want to be stupid, bro.
I'm not going to enforce disadvantage because
15.
okay, it is
Well, I get
legitimately
advantage if I
trying
fed
to eat it, but it just can't. It doesn't have a tangible body.
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay. It's like towards the sun. What? And it kind of just like starts drifting. And it's like keeping you in its periphery and not dropping the barrier, but it's like sun, we're moving towards the sun.
Keep on going. Yep. Don't look at us. Look at the sun. Keep on going.
Okay, and it's like floating towards the sun.
I'm just waiting for an opportunity for us to bail.
Are you doing anything, Freddy?
They're just watching.
I want to attack him.
No, no. I'm literally. You okay? Every. You had your chance, Freddy. You had your chance, and now Emery's showing you there are other methods.
No. Listen, Buella is lost in the wind somewhere.
Is she?
Yeah,
Yes.
she went flying off.
Oh, God.
So we have to kill that thing. Well, not kill that thing. We gotta make that thing disappear.
All right, so okay. So now it's distracted.
I am going to go top off my water and let you guys come up with a plan. I'll be right back.
All right.
I will just say, Freddy, while it's distracted, maybe you can do something.
Listen, I am not
Don't
about
use
to lose.
more wind. Do not.
I'm
You're
not
literally
about
adding
lose a
fire to
fine-ass
fire.
mill. I am not about to lose a fine ass
No,
mill.
I agree with you. I just don't think adding more wind to a dust devil is the way to kill it. That's like saying
Okay,
I'm gonna
well,
throw a
okay.
fireball to a fire elemental. That's not the good
Okay,
idea.
what can cancel out wind?
I was just saying like freezing it. I thought that would be a good idea.
All right, I'm back.
All right, so I'm gonna need you to toss me my freeze gun.
I give him the freeze gun back.
Yeah, you guys are standing next to each other.
I say shoot, shoot, motherfucker, shoot.
It's like floating 50 feet up in the air, just like near the sun. Float near the sun. You can tell that like the seriousness of it has like subsided. Like it's less demonic and hoarse and gravelly, and it's just sort of this gone back to this whisper of the wind again. It's like float near the sun and find melt and enjoy. Why did he freeze it if it's supposed to melt?
I proceed to shoot it because he keeps telling.
All right, make a fight check.
Alrighty. Yeah, D10 plus 1. Thank God. I got an 8. But that's still not good.
I will say that this will be like a mixed success. You blast it, and it just kind of okay. Here's what happens. You blast the drink, and he's like,
But you fool! It's supposed to be melting. Why are you freezing it?
unfortunately, there's no body for the direct beam to connect with. Perhaps if there was some sort of way to cool the entire area, the wind would have to slow down. But there is no like physical body for you to affect, unfortunately. Just as it was trying to actually fight against an actual shadow.
Wait, shadow.
And actually,
it's like the sun's out.
The previous demon you fought against was a smoke demon, not a shadow demon. So it should have been smoke touched, but that's fine. I don't want to change it now.
He was actually shadow touched from his mother's side, so it's okay.
Yeah. He was half shadow, half smoke.
He was half shadow, yeah. I'm shadow.
Huh.
I'm
I forget what his
Shadow.
quotes
Sonic
are.
Hedgehog here.
I can't
don't
think of
want
a
you to have
single
this shit on
shadow.
the smoothie.
Huh. Maria.
Maria!
I can't think of
not
any
here.
Sonic quotes.
Kept you waiting, huh?
That's no good.
That's Sonic. That's not Shadow.
Shadow. Oh God. I've got 4 Chaos Emeralds. Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?
I am the ultimate life form.
Alright, okay. Emery turns to Freddy like, alright, if you want to kill it, this isn't working. It's all up to you now.
Again, what you had to do last time was give it a physical form in order to destroy it.
All right.
Dude, the physical form's that frosting. It's not working.
No. Okay. Wait. No. I still can't talk. Right.
Oh, you could speak very hoarsely to Emery if you want to communicate, but
All right,
you
I'm
absolutely
gonna tell Emery
you cannot yell to this beast to speak with it.
All right. I like to tell. Okay. I'm gonna tell Emily to tell the demon to come down here, face to face with me.
Okay. I told the demon. Right.
How's that frosty? Well, we can make it a little tastier if you come back down here. Our friend Freddy down here, the one
It's
who
not
worked with you.
melting.
It will melt if you come back here. I think I gave you the wrong instructions. I think I read the instructions backwards.
Make a charm check.
I'm gonna fucking burn another adversity token because I have like 30 of those right now.
Okay.
Please.
12.
Okay. Yeah. It floats back down like.
What do you want, humans?
All right.
Alright,
So first,
buddy.
so I'm gonna tell Emily to tell the demon I'll melt the ice cream for him if he makes a contract with me. So I'll give him a physical body.
Alright, I say, it looks like our friend Freddy here will, melt the ice cream for you if you sign a contract with Freddy that allows you to go into a physical form. I believe this is the way for you to enjoy this ice cream.
Ah, so you humans are good for something. Well, I was planning on taking your body once I rid your soul from it, but if you can provide me some other way to grant me physical form on this planet, then I will oblige.
Alright, Freddy, how much do you love your wife?
Amantha watches in horror.
So let's just say, so the tip of my finger lights on fire as I put it underneath the ice cream.
He's like,
I'm gonna do
No,
that
don't
first.
melt it yet. I need a physical body in order to enjoy it.
All right, okay.
Wait, there's a donkey you said, right?
that is someone else's companion.
Okay, well, they're not here right now, are they? So, too bad.
No.
No,
I'm
I
not
will
gonna do that.
absolutely not allow you to use someone else's inventory.
Mhm.
Dang. Okay, then back to my inventory. Looking at you, Amantha.
Oh my goodness.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You could offer him the bird person.
Oh, Freddy! Oh, the light bulb goes off in Emery's head.
All right, sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Person. Oh my god.
I love that sound.
I forgot about that.
That sound you made. Ooh!
Dude, I completely forgot about her. I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's done. You know what I mean? We're completely away from her. Oh my god, yes, that's perfect. We have a bird person for you we have a bird farmer, and you could totally steal her body. Her spirit's already broken. We destroyed her turnip farm.
Go and make a charm check with advantage. Because you're not technically lying.
20.
Okay. It says, hold this a moment. And hands you the ice cream. And as soon as you touch it, suddenly there's a vroom, and the barrier goes down. And the dust demon isn't here anymore.
I turn to Freddy and say, okay, there's no barrier. We could go kill it while it's in physical form, or we could just leave. We could leave.
Okay, so I just give him a dramatic side eye, like, no. Motherfucker, try killing me. I'm gonna return the favor.
I like how we met a very nice farmer bird person. We traumatized
And just
her,
completely just
and
ruined
then
their
we
life.
gave her body up with no consent, like non-consensually.
Alright, but first, I gotta find Buwella.
You destroyed their
life.
crops, took all of their inventory, and then left them to
destroyed
die.
their crops, took all of their inventory.
I quickly try to look for Buwella.
You look around, and eventually you do find her body crumpled and laying on the ground, completely sprawled out.
Fucking dead.
Unmoving.
Jesus, okay.
Alright. I like to run over to her and try to heal any damage or injury she's had.
Okay, make a grit check.
Why did I close Google? Why did I do that? I was too. What the fuck? Alright.
Why are you whispering?
No reason. I got a 6.
Talking to your phone.
What is the dice that you roll for grit? You got a 6 out of what? 6 out of 8?
Yes.
Okay. You place your hands upon her, and you feel like your magic that can normally heal the wounds of somebody are only barely working, and you realize that you're able to mend the body, but it seems as though her soul is barely holding on.
I
So,
signal.
She looks all healthy and normal, but has not returned to consciousness.
I signal to Emery to put her in his cart, because it's not safe at the moment.
All right, I run over and I load Amantha's mother, Bawilla, into my cart, and I try to find.
What's
any
wrong with
medic-
Mom? Why
I
isn't she
say,
breathing?
She has she caught hay fever. I try to look for some medicine to give her. I don't know.
I mean, her physical body is fine. She's just not breathing.
I said, oh, all right. Well, I tell Amantha, I'm like, she's just sleeping. She's gonna be sleeping for a while.
Is she dead?
Nope, she's not dead.
Make a charm check.
16.
Amantha doesn't believe you at first, but then knows that it's you, and she says,
Okay. I believe you, Mr. Bryant. You've never lied to me, and I don't think you would now.
Can we say jokingly that Emery has a pair of defibrillators in his cart? Please, this would be funny. Please, they can be broken or shit.
no, the only supplies you have are food related.
Oh, God damn it! It'd be funny if I tell her to say like every 5 minutes you should shock her with these sleepy time defibrillators.
I mean, if you want to zap her with magic, you can just do that. You guys forget that you have just magic and you can just do whatever.
The funny thing is, Sparrow, is I know that, but I'm choosing not to.
Okay, that's your choice.
You know what? Fuck it. I say like, see, she's sleeping. Can I zap her? I want to zap her. I'll be like, see, let me zap her with some nighttime magic.
Make a grit check. Also, Freddy, if you want to try and heal yourself, you can make a grit check as well.
I got a crit. I got a crit +1.
Oh, what'd you get?
8. So I got 9.
Nice. You zap her and she go, "Ugh," and just like spits out a bunch of dirt all over the inside of your cart.
All right, I got a 6. To
Out
hit myself.
of what?
6 out of 8.
Okay, yeah. You can feel your skin that was like burning and bubbling because it was being torn start to heal up, and your shoulder goes back in your socket. Your throat is still a bit hoarse and whatnot, but you're in perfect fighting condition again.
Alrighty. No, I'll wait for the demon to return.
Okay, you guys just wait for it to return.
We're gonna wait for it to return. Okay.
It doesn't take long, because after a few moments, suddenly there's a shockwave that rustles all the trees and pushes all the dust, just spreading out from a long ways away, stretching out across the horizon. And then you hear a terrible cackling voice.
Fucking Big Bird Kaiju time.
And you watch in horror as this buffeting dust cloud starts rolling towards your direction, seemingly stronger now with a physical form. You watch as suddenly, vroom, appearing in front of you is a almost completely skeletal Aarakocra. Their wings are just shredded. All of their feathers have been ripped off of their body, their skin sunken, and their eyes hollow. And you watch as the feathers are just sort of fluttering around them in this sort of like corkscrew pattern around them.
Ah, yes. This body will do nicely. Now, for my frosted beverage.
Okay, here you
Just like full on eldritch horror. And now for my smoothie.
One frosty, please. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
So yeah, you hand off the shake.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That shake, bro.
It gobbles the thing up.
Tasty.
Dude, my eyes are bloodshot right now, and I shoot the most like evilest glare to Freddy. Like, you know that scene in Attack on Titan where that girl like does that evil stare into Armin?
No.
Is
Yeah.
that right now to you, Freddy?
Oh, okay. I'll just pull up my freeze gun and just freeze.
Just think about shooting with a freeze gun until it works.
Just gonna do it old western style. Just spin it around my finger and then
Make a fight check.
shoot. Fight check. I believe that's a D10. Then yeah, +1.
So
A
the
6.
a 6?
Yeah, 6 out of 10. I've been getting a lot of 6s for some reason.
Okay.
That's
You
that's
fire
my
a
first
freeze
hit.
blast that just sort of like catches them in the shoulder, and you watch as that arm goes limp, and they kind of collapse to the ground a little bit. And you go, hey,
I shoot it again.
I forgot. Having a human form invites pain and vulnerability, but you will not get a second chance.
I shoot it again.
Okay, make another fight check.
11 crit.
Okay. Yeah, as it lunges for you, just like full zombie style, you're like, ah! And you shoot it straight down their gullet, and they freeze from the inside out and land on top of you, just forcing you to the ground. But they are a solid skeletal Aarakocra statue on top of you.
I look at Emery telling him to help me, please.
Okay.
The thing that I wanted to point out, which it would be common knowledge for all of you, offering just one body to a creature would cause some. It would just be a minor possession, in which case there is still the possibility of saving the individual and removing the possession, unless that person is dead. But you can also.
It looks like this person's dead, man.
Yes, you
She's
basically.
long dead.
You also didn't care about her when she was alive, so I'm not trying to
What?
provide that.
Oh, no, Emery did. And Freddy did not.
The point
Look,
being,
it's
you expected him to grow huge, and that would not be the case, because what happened last time is that they were provided several motes of power, which is why they grew in size. So, just offering one body would just be a humanoid with lesser abilities. And in fact, a possession takes a lot of their abilities away, but does grant them a physical form to interact with, which is a benefit and a curse at the same time, because you have now frozen them. So they are still technically, well, I guess they're not alive to begin with. But they are in a body that will not comply. I think you can hear like the whispering sounds like coming up from inside, like, hey, sort of like
Emery
sputtering.
turns to Freddy and he says, "Now should we leave? Is this good enough for you?"
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
So you just want to leave the frozen body for it to unthaw in the desert?
I mean, what? Look,
Okay,
man.
you know what? No,
It's
I'm gonna
just
do
Freddy and I
something.
here. This is what our plan is, okay?
Okay, wait. Before we actually leave, I'm gonna put like 4 different layers of ice on her.
Keep on more ice on it.
Yes. For
You
safekeeping.
freeze the body more and more with more blasts until the body becomes cracked and brittle.
Now that's our cue to leave.
Yep. I get in the cart and I look to Amantha and her mom. And I'm like,
So you're not going to destroy the body.
what? We just fucking throw like. Okay, so do we have something like a hammer we could use to
Yes.
break it?
Okay.
I like Sparrow wants us to break it, right? But we don't.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's
Okay,
surprising.
All right.
Because if you just want to freeze her and then let her de-thaw in the hot sun, she'll probably come back later. So if you want a recurring villain, that's fine. But
ready.
I'm just letting you know as characters, this is the information that you would know. That's
I
all.
think Freddy and I together should each hold a hammer. Oh wait, no! Didn't we get a shovel or something like that?
Do you just want to bury her?
Yeah, we bury it.
All right, yeah, easy enough. You just dig a
Okay.
hole, chuck the body in there, and bury it back up. That'll be a fun treat for someone else to find later.
That's funnier
fuck
than
outta
killing
here.
You trapped a wind spirit in a physical form and then
Nice.
buried it in the ground.
Hey, this is what the instructions said, okay?
Here's the worst part. It can't die. So, it's just gonna be there for the next time someone comes through.
Okay, whatever. Hey, you know what?
Do you want to, like, mark it or anything? Or...
No. of course not.
Okay. All right.
Give me a minute.
You do so and just move on. But Willow's like, what was that? What happened?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, mother. Don't worry about it, mother. It's okay. You just...
Amantha's like, you should have seen it. They were so brave.
I'm sweating, dude. Emery is sweating bullets right now. Like,
Okay, and I
So-
guess that's where we'll end the session unless you guys want to do something else.
that's no. I think that's a good ending point for me.
All right.